Hello Capricorn, I'm Melanie Florence and this is Hot Tea for the Soul. Today I'm doing a bit of a sweet hot tea, bit of self-love tea. So I'm going to mix it up with a few different cards from a few different decks so that we can get some like round love and energy of what's going on around us Capricorn. And then we're going to hit the decks. We're going to see what exactly we've got going on. It sort of moves through how we got here, what our healing element is, how we're applying ourselves to the world and our relationships. More importantly, how we're loving ourselves. What's the self-love journey here? All right, I realized when I got halfway through these that I've missed out partnerships, so I'm guessing I'm going to roll straight into partnership readings. Well, I'm going to shuffle that properly. All right, this is a heart and soul deck, and if I suggest anybody, any deck that you want to pick up, like just have a card that you can take a card out of, this is beautiful. All right, this actually came up in another reading, but we're going to take it anyway. All right, Capricorn, do not discount your imagination, for it has great power. Amazing things will unfold for you if you pay attention to your imagination. Respect and honor it, for just below the surface there is of the seemingly real world, there exists a dreamlike world full of imagination where what you imagine is not fiction. It can be very real. It's the beginning of a wonderful new creation. Ooh, oh, we'll swap that out because we're going to put this one in. Okay, imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Albert Einstein. All right, so let's pull some cards. I have had this turn up, and it really is about that we had some really imaginative cards going on. So this might be tuning in. What you can actually put in, what you can perceive in your mind, you can create, right? And maybe you have got stuff. Maybe you got stuff to write down. Maybe there's a book. Maybe there's a story. Maybe there's an artwork. With me, it might be refurbishing a chair because I like them. Oh, the richness of your soul, the richness of the, where our universal ooze, where we came from the ocean, right? From marine life. And there's a richness and a variety and this really fertile spot inside of this. And that would have to be your fertility card of the water just there. So we've got a nice fertile, dreamy state. And that richness, maybe the richness of your imagination, delve deep into it. And mystery. Dark matter, and that is a bit of a mystery. All right, so maybe you got a mystery story to write. Maybe there's still certain things evolving inside of here. Your creation, these are all sort of creation cards. There's a mystery in here. There's butterflies inside of this card, so we've definitely got a transformation going on in there. So this is heart and matter. All right, so that's very creative. Our creative juices are already flowing with this one. All right, what else have we got for Capricorn? For this self-love reading. What else have we got for Capricorn? So, there it is. Sing the card out. Oh, the healing temple of lunar light. Life cycles, energy healing, and communication. Alright, so you might be going through some life cycles. We end one, we go into the next, and there's communication inside of here and energy healing. So you might have taken up something that isn't energy healing. Perhaps there's ways that you need to communicate yourself better, Capricorn. Alright, and maybe you are stepping inside of this lunar-like thing. There's a very creative space for you here to actually involve yourself in stuff in here, in this healing space. Capricorn. Right, so self-love. Which one? Alright, let's go with the Greenwood. So, we need 5 cards for how we got here. 5 cards for how we got here, Capricorn, in this self-love feels. Alright, my little lady. I was going to say, if she doesn't, I'm going to Wheel of Fortune. Alright. There are some threads you hold on to, and there are some threads you let go. And when we're, going through this cycle, it's those things that we go through the cycles and we see that we've woven inside of our cloak. And that's what this is about. You don't need to let go of something entirely. It will always be part of your fabric. And you can add something in. You can add more colours and change the pictures of your life, right? So Lady Luck is inside of the Wheel of Fortune inside of here, but there is good fortune. All right, we've got, this is a very Gemini energy. This is also a very earth sign element, but this king is really pragmatic, but he is like, life is meant to be lived. Life is meant to be lived, and we're meant to have a good time, and there's a strength inside of his morals and what he wants, and if he says he's going to be there, he'll be there. And this is a longevity sort of thing, and for that we have, to go with it, we have the ace of emotions. This is the waters of life. So this is really drinking in the essence. This is a new romantic, this is a new heart. So it might be that there is a new attraction that might be blooming. You might have just met someone. You might be communicating your heart in a new way. You might be meeting this king and they are communicating yourself in their way. This is an earth element king as well. So it could be you are embodying those traits, Capricorn, of being that king, that living that life and the wheel of fortune. But there's something new. There's a new emotional heart coming through in here. What else have we got, Capricorn? Oopa, got a celebration. Look at that, everybody dancing around the fire. All right, this is where all our wands, all of it come in, our body, our soul, our spirit, our passion inside of here, and they all come and dance with our family around the fire. This is a real celebration card. This is a real marriage card. And so you're just celebrating life, and you're celebrating love, and you're celebrating it with the passion of your heart. This is a real good way to come into this, Capricorn. All right, so what else have we got leading into here? What else we got for Capricorn leading into this space? Oh, wish fulfillment, keeping your eye on the goal, keeping your eye on the prize. This is foundational stuff. This is like wish fulfillment, your North Star. All right, you're always following your North Star. You're not following somebody else's star through the forest. You're following your star that's guiding you through the forest. So this big wish fulfillment energy in the air for Capricorn just here. That's what we're coming in with. Okay, so what is the healing element to go with all of this? Oof, you've been a bit bored. All right, so no drama llama. There's no drama llama in here. You've had time to filter your emotions, Capricorn. You've had time to think about those emotions and how they go through, and it's like recycling them, filtering them, and you're really taking time to empty the cups and all the bad emotions. Sometimes inside this you're not actually seeing, but it's really taking time to think about it. It's a no drama llama position inside of here. So as that wheel has churned and this sort of stuff, you're sort of going, I'm not dramatic about this. It may not be feeling like, the biggest, happiest wave, but you're also not dramatic about it. That's actually the healing element inside of this. Is it might be you're a little bit bored. It's a boredom card. All right, what else is for healing for Capricorn? Oh, all right. This is spicy. This is the spicy snake. This is like, this is potent male sexual energy. This is driven. This is faith. This king is hot to trot. He believes in himself. He's fired up. So it might not be emotional, but this is your spirit. Spiritually, like things are firing up. So you really are on fire, Capricorn. So it's a bit like a volcano now at this point, right? All right. And it's bringing you joy. There's joy in your life. So this firing up thing, this thing that's firing up inside, and this firing up of energy in here is actually going to bring some joy. Maybe it's going to boil off some of the boredom in here. So there's something set up, and this emotional new beginning and this celebration, this marriage of thought, of passion, that's also bringing you joy. All right, so this emotion and this feeling stable, that's actually bringing you sexy energy. It all folds down in this reading. It's really cool like that. All right, I can actually read it like from 3 different sides. It's sort of cool with that. All right, one more for the healing element. Let's see what else we've got, Capricorn. All right. If this is your first time here, thank you for being here. If you are back, thank you very much for being supportive, right? All right. So we've got the tub thumping knight inside of all of this. This is the knight that keeps getting it back up again. You can see that waterfall as happiness. And that waterfall is in reunion as well. It appears a couple of times inside of this, but this is where it's at. This knight will go through dramatic changes and everything to get what he wants, and he's a pretty meaty guy. They go through this battle to really to do this change and to make that change. And so something's coming in. There is a joy of heart in here. This is the tub thumping night. It's like your heart gets knocked down, you get back up again. And there's wish fulfillment inside of it. And it's along with this like celebrationally energy inside of here. So as much as this might have been taking its time, Wheel of Fortune might have been taking its time to turn over, there's a real strength and sexy stability inside of it, and it's really bringing some great emotional stuff forward, right? You've been bored in the pragmatic side of it, maybe the waiting, but there's a lot of joy in it. There's a lot of establishment of joy. There's a lot of sexy energy inside of it, Capricorn. All right, how are we applying it to the world? Oh, thank you. Look at the sun. All breaching out. Look at that. There's some beautiful sun out there, and this is, knowing that you're bathed in the cosmic whole. This is the second lot of wish fulfillment. We've got 2 stars in the deck, and these are them. So this is like happiness. There's a real happiness that's going to come out of this. There's a happiness that you're showing to the world, and maybe it's just a gratitude of what you've got. All right, and really sharing that with the world. And you can made a transition. All right, you've made a transition, and people can see that you're no longer where you were. Like, wherever you were at the beginning of last year, you're not there. Wherever you were at the beginning of this year, you're not there. Your mind's made a transition, right, from one spot to another. We're taking it right across, right? And we've got new moon energy around that, which is sort of nowish. Like, I'm doing these around the new moon, not for new moon, but around new moon. All right, so what have we got out of this as well? Ooh, I saw that. We've got the Queen of Emotions, right? We've got the Queen of Cups. All right, so this is really sexy. This transition, and everybody's showing this, that you're a queen of emotions, you're a queen of hearts, you're a queen, and you're putting your heart into it, and you're putting your soul into it with this fire, and you've made this transition. And sexually, this knight and this queen are sitting here together, right? So there might be something happening here, because there's wish fulfillment sitting in this card coming down this row here. It has been taking its time to turn over. Maybe it has taken its own, layers inside of this. There's a mystery still inside of this in the dark matter. All right, 2 cards for how you're applying yourself to your relationship, Capricorn. 2 more cards. How you're applying yourself to your relationship, Capricorn. All right. Oh, and there we are, that world tree energy. I've seen these come out like on repeat together over this last year, and it's like the Wheel of Fortune has made things turn on, but the world tree is about accepting that things move on, that the world has changed, and we grow and we walk towards our tree and our design. And this is actually card is actually you in the deck. This is about you accepting that you are a unique creature, and that you're working with it is. It is as it is. It is what it is. It's really powerful. I am what I am. Is really powerful in taking that statement, really owning that statement, and really connecting with that, right? Because you're creating your space, and we come back to this creativity at the beginning of here, and this richness of your world that people, and obviously there's a bit that people don't know in here. There's a transformative state that people don't understand of you, Capricorn. But they know you're walking the walk, because you're applying it to your relationships. You're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk, Capricorn. All right, what else have we got for partnerships in here? I'm going to take that top one. Oh, blasted oak. All right, and this is happening a lot too, this lightning energy. This is chopping off limbs. This is chopping off shit that you don't need. People are seeing this, that you're breaking your foundations. You're like, I don't need you in my life. I don't need that in my life. You're going to pull up the bullshit. I don't need it. I don't know. What you got is always your tree. You're cutting off dead limbs. This is a real energy of getting rid of. And so lightning change, big changes are happening in your life. And perhaps people see that. Perhaps they're going to see that lightning change is going to happen in your life. Self-love. This is big, and it's going to break down, and this breaks down the foundations, and so maybe this is a breakdown foundational moment in here. Capricorn, we're letting go. We're letting go of past, and this is the end of a cycle. When we go through all the deaths and everything, it's like it's letting go of the grief and let go of the change. All right, and so inside this is your healing element. It's a 7, and 7 of Cups is really about, it says mourning, but that mourning process, that mourning of letting go of what was the past, right? Letting go of what we can't control. And there's a lot in this. There's a breaking free, and you're going to break free of things, and it has had big energies, and people can see that. And again, you might be letting go of some of the things, and it's not easy. It's not easy to go, this person, I'm not going to tolerate that anymore. I'm not going to tolerate this behavior. I want to change my life. And sometimes you really need to really focus on what that is that you're letting go. Fortunately, mourning is always after the fact. All right, you're no longer in shock. You're in shock when something happens. Mourning only happens when you actually start to accept that there's a loss in your life, all right, and you're letting go. Let's just give us another couple of cards for Capricorn. Let's see what that morning goes, because they're surprise endings. There's been a couple in these so far, these surprise endings, but that is definitely a healing card, like of letting go of your past, of emotional baggage. It's letting go, and this wheel has been big movement. This world is big movement. This in your partnerships, and everybody's like seeing is like breakthrough stuff is big movement. This transition is big movement. All of that are things to say that you could mourn and let go. Just give me one more card, two more cards actually is really what I want to go with that. All right. Yeah, you're making a change. You're taking on the challenge to make a change. All right, and changing from your past. You're not just letting it sit. You're actually taking that on as an actual, like that morning is actually an active challenge that you're taking on in the world. And people are seeing it. You're like, I'm letting go of all of this past shit. All right, because I got ideas. And this might be people talking as well. People talking about your stuff. All right. That bitches talk shit, right? Yeah, they do. And one more. Let's see what we got. Just there, Capricorn, to go with the other side of this morning. Happiness is there, and I know it is. I saw it in there. This is about respect. This is about battling and respect, your own respect, right? And this is, taking on the challenge of what people might say and actually standing up for yourself, standing up for every single bit of what you've actually fought to be, Capricorn. And that's where you stand. It's like you might lose people along the way when you're willing to stand for yourself. And if you're like me, you're willing to burn bridges while you're still fucking standing on them. And so you should. All right, Capricorn. I do have one more card that we've just taken out of the Beyond Lemuria. In your sacral chakra, your core of creation. So we're going to go back to, you can create your world, Capricorn, and you're going to. There's big changes and you respect yourself. So this is about those big changes and respecting yourself. Maybe do some sacral chakra meditations might be added into there. But we're really looking for this space. You know that there's life cycles that we're going through. We're seeing that inside of it. And you get to create something else, which you're going to, and which you are. And you're really respecting yourself in that. In this path, you've cut off some really dead limbs inside of this. Good for you, Capricorn. I hope wherever you are safe and well. Please hit like and subscribe. And if this resonates for you, please comment. I would love to hear from you. I will catch you on the flip side, Capricorn. Mahalo.